Welcome back, everybody. It's DJ Jackal Khan. Welcome back, Jackal. Yeah, so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, make sure tonight you go check out Jackal's stream. Jackal, or people in the future as well. I'm just gonna give a shout out right off the bat to Sunset_Jackal on Twitch, and he's also on YouTube under Jackal Khan. Check him out. He's a much better streamer. He's also very intelligent, good guy, even though he believes Roger. He's a cool guy though. Cool guy. All right, let's see. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will be playing Elden Ring, base Elden Ring. And what else? Oh, we have a new question of the week as well. The question of the week: if you could make your own Elden rune, what would it do? What would your Elden rune do when you added it to the Elden Ring? That's the question of the week. And we'll discuss that on Saturday, tomorrow, on the call-in, the open mic call-in tomorrow at 7 o'clock Texas time or Central Standard Time if you're Omen. Nobody wants to be Omen. All right, so let's get back to the stream. Let's get to it. We're going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing stream. We're not going to play Night Rain like we did yesterday because I absolutely suck at it. I suck at it. But thank you to everybody who watches tonight. Thank you to everybody that watches in the future. And here we go. Boom. Oh, I also got one of those copyright things the other night for playing that Desiree song. You gotta be strong, you gotta be wise, you gotta be, but I don't care. These lives don't make any money, so they're not making any money off of me. All right, here we go. Continue. The lore of Elden Ring. The lore of Elden Ring. Oh, all right. Where am I? We are in Liurnia. But you know what? We're going to go to the Beast Sanctum and go talk to Garank. Welcome back, Nostal. How are you doing? Welcome back. I should ask you for coaching if I'm struggling. I'm always struggling, bro. I'm struggle busing. I've been struggling since the short bus picked me up for school. I'm not sure if you know what the short bus is. I'm not sure if the meaning is the same in German. Let me adjust my screen here. Oh, you know what else we're going to do? Something we haven't done in a while. The bus for short people? No, it's for in school, the short bus was for people who wore helmets. The special ed kids. Are you only allowed to wear shorts on a bus? No. No, I mean it. Never mind, Nostal. If you're what's short about them? Oh my goodness, that's racist, bro. You're right. and I'm good with it. Because I rode that short bus with my head held high, bro. Is with my head held high and my helmet on, bro. There's no holding me back. I'm a YouTube content creator now. I tell you something that is racist. Hating these beastmen. Man, these things. I still believe 100% that these beastmen are tied up. They're imprisoned here, or they were sacrificed against their will. Now, here we go. Well, let's talk to Gerank and hand over some Death Root. Or as in German, they say, Narsenfargen Sarsch. All right, here we go.
I smell it. Death. Feeding me.
Welcome back, Meta. Yes, the torches are dragon wieners.
Punished. More deaths. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
See more. Feed me more. Welcome back, Meta, by the way. Welcome back, Rattle. He gave us his eye. But where is his other eye? He will give it to Melina at the end of the game. By the end of the game. Look at these wieners. Or as they say in German, bratwurst. Or I guess wieners is German for sausage. These franks. Each earned. German has 29 extra letters. Golly. Golly, that's a lot. Let's change the time of day. So one thing we're going to be looking at is something that Nasa brought to my attention. You know what? I'll let him make a YouTube video about it. One day. It's about the sky. What is we don't understand those letters, bro. 9. All right. So I'm going to bring it up then. I'm going to bring it up. If you don't mind, Nostal, if you don't mind. I'll wait for your I guess, God damn it, it's raining. Your permission. All right, you don't mind? All right, here we go. So Nostal has discovered something quite interesting. And this is the beauty of the Golden Inquisition Discord. Sharing ideas. Peer review. Finding out the true answers. It's still raining. Hold on. It can't rain here all the time. This isn't the Crow. Does this place rain more than Weeping Peninsula? Jesus. All right. All right, let's try one more time. Is it a hurricane? Is that what it is? It's South Texas. It's Florida. Let's go to morning. Maybe it won't be raining in the morning. Never mind. All right. So, Fair Missoula is right here. What number is that? Number 4. All right. So, and also wanted to know if we could see Farum Azula from the coastline, because we know we can see it from the Divine Tower, but I don't have access to it anymore. So you're gonna have to trust me. Oh. You no. And we were discussing that maybe it's because the reason you can't see it is because it's underneath the clouds. Because if you can't see it from the top up here, everybody's been up here and looked out to see if Farum Azula's out there, right? But all you see is the clouds. But if you're down here at the lowest point, you're basically at sea level, and you can see Farum Azula. So perhaps it's underneath the magical clouds. What the hell? So we will do a little quick look here and see what we can come up with. Let's go get the grace real quick, just in case we perish. Because that's one thing about the game, that I don't know if they're just inconsistent with rendering, right? Or there is a one, either it's I don't want to say that it's a game mechanic because of, you know, memory issues, rendering issues, or whatever. Or if I would prefer there be a lore reason, because, you know, that's why we're here. That's why we love this game, to figure out lore wise what the hell. Welcome back, Mostrote. Welcome back, Mostrote. What are we talking about? The Radagonis, a dragon? No. We're talking about Farum Azula, and if we can see it from the coast, because we know we can see it from the Divine Tower. Yeah, good thing I got the grace. Right? Trying to pronounce Mastrote's name got me killed. They're not paying attention to me. Nope, you can't see it. We can see the line number 4, but there is no Farum Azula. So you cannot see it from the mainland, but you can see it from the isolated Divine Tower. So I think that may be significant. That may not be anything. I would prefer it be. I would prefer it to be something like a lore reason. Maybe that Divine Tower is somehow in between time. Some maybe partially out of existence. Maybe, you know, in between dimensions, kind of like Avalon. Well, I believe the entire Lands Between is mostly like Avalon from the King Arthur legends. But I don't know. Nostal says, I don't think it's very deliberate what we can see and what we cannot. Right. Man, I really wish there was something. Right now, I'm just gonna grab these whatchamacallit, these graces. Just unlocking the game once again. I think it's very deliberate. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. I understand now. I understand what you're saying. Metafactual says, I think it's low visibility due to the rain. Due to rain. Oh. And I think so too, maybe. But man, trying to get it not to rain in the Kaled Wilds is a real pain in the ass. Nostel says, every view is planned. I tend to agree with that. It's a little frustrating that certain things are obscured intentionally, maybe. Most likely, I would say. Most likely. All right, let's try something real quick. Now that I got the grace here. So I saw this video on, I guess it's an Instagram reel, where this guy took this jump and landed. Oh, wait. Landed down there and survived. You like make the whole thing a quick. How'd he do it? What's the distance? Hey, what's up, Slope? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Am I gonna make it? No. Dang, maybe you can't. Maybe it was a mod. Because he landed right here in the crack and landed all the way down. Oh, well. I guess we're down here now. I've done this so many times. Mastrote says, so the comet that destroyed Fairmazula was the same comet that sank the Eternal City, or was it the same, or was that at the same time that America hid the Shadowlands? That's an interesting question. I don't think a comet sank the Eternal Cities. I think an earthquake did that, or a shifting Earth. But the destruction of Fair Missoula is probably within 100 to 1,000 years of the hiding of the Shadowlands. Thank you, Meta. Thank you, Meta. I appreciate it. All right, let's discuss the lore on this guy right here, because this you don't ever see anybody discuss the lore on this golem. And this golem, let me turn off my light here. Let's set the mood. All right, everybody got your coffee? Ladies and gentlemen, one and all, this golem here that lays before us is so heavily coated in Nox symbolism that it's somehow been overlooked by absolutely all content creators, all lore theorists. If we look at it with a critical eye, we can see that the weapon is glowing in blue flame. And the blue flame is the exact blue flame that we see, that we use to transport into the Everjails. Do you like that voice? That's my lore theorist voice, which I'm never going to use that. What item is there? That's a good question. Let's find out. All right. We're gonna find out. 5 out of 7 lore theory voice. God damn. Schneider. 9. It's 9 out of 9. All right, here we go. We're just gonna sneak. We're gonna sneak over there. Wait. What better way to sneak What better way to sneak than not make a sound? A ritual implemented by the Round Table Assassin. There was a time when Tarnish, who had strayed from guidance, feared nothing more than utter silence. Tough crowd, I know. Kill the golem with your fist? Oh, come on, bro. I'm a dex build, or really, I'm a faith build. I ain't fisting nobody. I'm gonna talk and put your ass to sleep. I'm gonna say a boring speech and put your ass to sleep. That's what a faith build is. A rune arc. All right, so we see that. Look at this weapon. It is glowing blue fire. Look at that. Look at that. And what other person do we see cast that spell? That exact same spell. Look at that thing. Blue fire. Where do we see blue fire? Like I said. Glintstone fire. You might carry a sword, but it's you who is the weapon. That is right. All right, let's get serious. We're gonna teach this guy a lesson. Femboy power up. Boom. Femboy powers activate. Ouch. Oh damn. Okie dokie. God damn. Anyways, total femboy moment. Thank you, Yo Pharaohs. All right, but no, seriously, is there any other golem that we see that has that flaming weapon? If Boss was here, he would be tripping out of his mind right now. Oh shit! Come on, we can make it. We can make it. Dang. All right. Once again. All right, let's double power up. Let's double power up. Power up. Here we go. 1, 2. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with grease. Look at that. Look at that flame. Where does the blue flame come from? I don't think he cares about faith magic or face spells. Ouch. Oh, ooh. I don't think he cares one bit. Ouch. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot. This is new game +4. Yikes. Okay. Oh my gosh. What? Ah, all right. Well, oh, I forgot about the crystal darts, but the crystal darts don't would only confuse them to attack the other NPCs. But since there's not another NPC, I don't think it'll work. You know what I mean? We'll come back to him. Yeah, I know, right? He's a nice little mini boss. It's kind of funny because you have him down there, and then you have Grail up here. Not really a mini boss or anything. Just a woman with a beard, an old lady with a beard. The bearded lady. Oh shit! Let's get out of here. She's mad. Where's your check? Where's your question, bro? Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. No, no. The destroy the Faramazula question. I answered that, bro. I answered it. Right? I wonder what the bubble effect means when they are affected by crystal darts. Probably something to do with their programming. You know, you see right here Mastrote where you ask. So what's the so was it the comment that destroyed Faramazula was the same comment that sank the eternal cities? I said most likely not. The eternal cities were probably vanished underground by shifting earth, and then and the second part of your question, and was that the same time that America hit the Shadowlands? And I answered no. Remember, I said it was probably 100 to 1,000 years in between the events. The goal. Oh, let's see. As long as you don't have high poise damage, he's a cool super boss. So as soon as you cheese him with poise damage, it's a joke. Unfortunately, oh yeah, I believe that. I don't have high poise. What is my poise? Poise 51. The golems were built by the dragons, so the Sun Realm, or the Sun Realm, or maybe the Titans. Um, hmm. Were the golems built by the dragons, Sun Realm, or the Titans? That's a good question. Um, I can't give you a 100% answer on that, but if I was gonna say, oh, you don't know what a shifting Earth is? Oh, okay. So, I would say that the golems were built by not the Sun Realm, but the Blackstone Realm, or by Ra, the civilization that created the ancient ruins of Ra. Um, a shifting Earth is in Night Rain. If you play Elden Ring Night Rain, a shifting Earth is a it's kind of like a phenomenon where the Earth shifts and changes, and there's like a new piece of land, a new landmass, a new biome that appears. So, like in some places, it'll be like a whole city comes out of the earth, I guess, I suppose, or out of reality, or like a whole forest of scarlet rot, or a volcano, or a frozen mountaintop, um, things like that. Something that wasn't there, the earth shifts and reveals a new, a new, I guess, biome. Uh, Slope says the golems were most likely built by the Erdtree people, though some are obviously using magic from fire giants. Nox post DLC we can see raw magic as well. Yeah. So I think, and so the reason I said raw probably created them first, and then other civilizations built upon that, right? They built like the prototype, and then as new civilizations saw, hey, look, they did this, we can do it better if we do this, and this is how we get the ones like in front of the bestial sanctum, you know, they're faster, they're more nimble, because those would be like generation, 10 or 12 or whatever, whatever time. These would be the newer model by a civilization that learned from the others. That's what I would say. All right. It looks like we have. All right. You know what? Let's go do this. Let's go do Celia. Look at the beauty of the rod. Jarhead. Welcome, Jarhead, man. I saw your video today. Good video. I liked it. Very entertaining. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me get to safety. All right. Oh, well, we'll leave puppers alone. We'll just chill out on the house real quick and chit chat. Basically, if you think about it, my character's just sitting there talking to himself. He's talking to the wind because I'm talking to y'all, right? So everybody who's watching him is like, oh my God, that fool is talking to himself over there. Anyways, Jarhead says, the stone birds in the Shadowlands, aren't they related to the golems? So wouldn't they both be made by the raw people too? Yeah. Yes. They are like cousins, you could say. But yes, you would be correct. Slope says, it's definitely pulling on Dark Souls 2 lore, but in Dark Souls 2, Vendrick warred with the giants for the objective of taking their tree souls to fuel golems in order to build his kingdom, following orders from Nissandra. I'll have to take your word for it. I haven't watched a lore video on Dark Souls 2 in 15 years. And I haven't played Dark Souls 3 or anything in quite a while. Ages, you could say. It's been an eon. All right, let's see what this old man's got to say. Everybody knows about killing him, right?
Oh, a pleasure to see you. A pleasure indeed. I am Gary, a great sage. In my day, anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along. A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia.
No, so you don't know about killing him?
Provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Celia, the town you see there.
All right, we'll get the quest first, and then we'll assassinate this bastard.
I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the
No, so
sickness.
he does turn into a butterfly. Okay, so remember that he says that he was once a great sage, right? A sage. Does anybody know what a sage is, right? Not a sorcerer. It's not a wizard.
Oh, you found the unalloyed gold needle. As promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here. Go on. It's yours.
A wise man. True.
Now let me have a look at the needle. Hmm. Hmm. Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan, a meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half.
All right. Also, pay attention to his hands here. They're also palms up. Palms up. He's a sage. He's a wise man. His palms are up. And what? And who else has palms up? What statues do we see that have palms up? Palms up. And this guy is not in good shape. If anybody's thinking the statue at the Church of Vows, you would be correct. And what's the significance of palms up? It means it's a blessing being given, right? It's giving out to the world. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. And also prepare yourself. Let's bless him. We shall meet again, you and I.
Best to choose from.
He turned into a rot pest. Is he okay? So here's the question that if nobody knew about this, right? Here's the question: is he a representation of a hive mind? Is he puppeting the rot pests? And does that mean that the real Growry is somewhere out there that we don't know about? Or is he, number 4, is he the Scarlet Rot itself? Right, he is outcast for being a heretic. But a sage, in general, it means like a very wise man, somebody who knows esoteric concepts, very Gnostic, maybe not Gnostic, but he knows secret things. All right, let's reset because he will come back to life. Let's see if he says anything. Metafactual says, I think he's like Emir, taking guardianship of those less capable. Elden Ring Catley. Hey, you know what, Meta? I like that. I like cat girls. Yeah. I like what you said. Because the less capable, those who I guess are the sisters, right? The offshoots, the sisters of Melania, daughters. Thank you, Nosso. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. All right, here he is. Let's see if he says something new to us. Like, you bastard.
I have awaited your return. The needle is repaired. Now it will forestall the rotting sickness, I'm sure. Will you give it to the girl, Millicent? I will reward you in kind.
All right, so he doesn't hold a grudge.
The church atop the cliff beyond Celia, the town yonder, tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. The poor girl, she never wished for any of this.
So he either doesn't remember, which he's got to remember because he remembered fixing the needle, or B, we're so insignificant to everything that he doesn't even care that we killed one of his puppets, one of his minions. perhaps, and this is the big perhaps. In Elden Ring 2, Wrath of Godwin, Growry, if that's how you pronounce his name, will be one of the returning characters and probably be the main antagonist. All right, Slope says, I think he became Millicent's father before either of them died and returned to the rot. Oh shit. Interesting. I think he became Millicent's father before either of them died and returned to the rot. Okay. Insight says, I see Father Grari as a father/religious leader rather than a father/dad. Oh, I see. Okay, I see that too. Let's see. Nostril says protagonist. No, antagonist. We had a big discussion yesterday about evil. I wouldn't say Rory is evil. He's but I wouldn't necessarily say he's a good guy either. He's a manipulator of sorts. Well, he calls Millicent his daughter or something like that. Yes, that's true. And that's why I say that. Well, yeah, but you know what? I like your take because I never considered it from a religious point of view of the word father, like the Catholics and, those people use the word. And, you know what? I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a very unique view. What do you mean those people? I can say it because I'm Catholic. The Holy Mother Roman Church. The Holy Mother Mormon Church. All right, let's see. Where's the other one? Over there. Oh, and there's one over there. There's only 3 of them, right? Nossel says, well, there are good guys in the lands between. Oh, well, there are no good guys in the lands between. Just people who are less awful than others. No fairer statement was ever said. One thing, ladies and gentlemen, you have to know about Nossel. He's a fair fellow. And yep. Wrong way. Meta retorts, nah, the Turtle Pope did nothing wrong. Oh, Turtle Pope. You know what? I wonder about that Turtle Pope. There's something fishy about him, Meta. I might abandon this quest to go to Millicent and go talk to the Turtle Pope. We got a few hours. You know what? What time is it? Let me look at my analog watch. We got time. Before this evening ends and we go watch Sunset Jack on Twitch, we're gonna get to Turtle Pope. And we shall discover the truth of his nature. Cayman returns. Cayman, welcome back. Cayman returns. He says, at VAC, Insight really, you're right, and you should say it. Oh no, wait. Oh, I read the wrong thing. Is Insight that said Turtle Pope did nothing wrong. Meta says that Verdigrease bug is pretty nice. Verdigrease bug. Oh man, I forgot. I don't know. We'll have to go back and look at it. Let's see. There are good girls. Rodriguez a good girl. So this is Slope. You know who else is a good girl? Letta. I'm just saying, Letta's a good girl. Prove me wrong. You can't. Yeah, Roderick is the goat. Nah, Jack is the goat. Jack is the goat. Let's see. Melon is good pretty clearly. No, Melon is a deceiver. That's the DLC guys, right? Where is she? I think if there truly was one good person, one person that we could not say was either A, manipulating us, B, lying to us, I think that one person is Millicent. She has no skin in the game. Literally. She has no reason to manipulate us. Nothing. She's not trying us to get to join the recusants. She's not trying to get us to join the Bloody Fingers. She's not trying us to get to burn the Erd Tree. She's not trying to get us to follow the Two Fingers. She's not trying to get us to become Elden Lord. Millicent is actually the most innocent, good, lawful good person in Elden Ring. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. D Rock, welcome back. Welcome back. Verdigrease bug equals DLC heavy armory Mikled's apostles with the pot. He's a bug-like sage. Oh, really? Oh, the whatchamacallit, more. Is that what you're talking about? She's doing the will of God. That's definitely good. Exactly. If you're talking about Millicent, Slope says Ray is a deceiver a little. I'd say Melina is more good aligned than Rhea. I would agree with that. Roderica, though. Roderica, you know what? She's probably up there too. Millicent Insight says Millicent is honor incarnate. Cayman says, let's kill her sisters. She kills her sisters. Lawful good that ain't. Maybe chaotic. No. She kills her sisters because they attack her. She's allowed to defend herself with extreme prejudice if someone's attacking her. That's lawful good. Insight, me and Insight agree on this. Me and Insight are one. Me and Insight. We're like two hands holding each other. Wait, never mind. Melina is doing the will of America, aka God. Oh, well, yes. But Melina is pretending to be, is pretending to have what's it called? Luca and amnesia. If I remember the pronunciation correctly, Lucarian amnesia. What it means is like holes in her memory. She's pretending. Slope says Roderica is a powerless victim. Is honestly a good argument. It's hard to say you're good when you don't have the power and choice to. What? It's hard to say you're good when you don't have the power and choice to oppress. Okay, I see what you mean. Roderica being a powerless victim is honestly a good Okay, good argument. It's hard to say you're good when you don't have the. Okay, okay, I see what you mean. She's good on a technicality, right? Two fingers crossed. Jackal Khan says Tolier is a good girl. Yeah, I agree with Jackal. Why don't we think she's pretending? Why do we think she's pretending? Why do we think Melina is pretending? Because she has an ulterior motive. She's playing the victim, so you sympathize with her, so you don't see. It's all about deception, right? It's all about deception. The game is these characters are deceiving you for you to forward their goals, and somebody will say that much better than I do. My vocabulary is at a first grade level. Your Pharaoh says perhaps her sister's attacked for the same reason Millicent invades you. And what reason is that, Pharaohs? Melina pretends to be in a relationship with you while she's already my wife. Says Nostal. I see why you wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't trust her. Anybody that Nostal's been with, I would not trust. Tolier is a kitten, says Yo Pharaohs.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, my flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse. You are to quell.
Okay, we know her story. We're gonna burn through it.
Would you mind
13 your eyes
for a moment?
No, I turned around, Bay. I don't know. Maybe because I don't wait. Pharaoh says, I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of manifestation of anger or fear. Interesting. Cayman says, he says, law. Whiskey Jack just joined. But Millicent is a liar. There's a scandalous remark, sir. That's a scandalous. No, Millicent's not a liar. She's the innocent one. Welcome back, Glow. Melina is the liar. Cayman. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Cayman. What's up, autism? Oh, wait. Autism? Austin. What's up, Austin? Sorry, I apologize. Whoops. I'm sorry.
I hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything.
Look how cute she is. Everybody in here knows by now that I have a weakness for redheads, so she can't do no harm.
Even the nightmares have abated. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this. I'm considering with the needle, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent.
Millicent, thank you, Millicent.
I'm with the needle, my destiny.
Wait, was that the first time I got that? No. Yeah. Okay. Cayman says, but yeah, Millicent is very clear about the about the terms of her help, and we agree to those. Yeah, she's very clear. It's the relationship that we have with Millicent is kind of like we have with an exotic dancer when we go out. It's the same type. We know the terms. They know the terms. It's the most honest relationship you can have with somebody. What we have with Millicent. Melina is Queen Bait. No, Glow. Sorry. Letta is. Millicent's next. Yeah. Let's see. Millicent's long ass fucking quest. It is a long ass quest. Austin, your Pharaohs likes autism's name. Austin says redhead supremacy. Right up, bro. Right up. I can't even talk. I can't even agree. I'm so excited. Redheads are the weakness. I don't trust people who don't have a weakness for redheads. Exactly, Mastorte. Let's see. Cayman says, then why don't you love Radigan? Because Radigan's a man. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro. I don't respect him either. Redheaded males, except for, certain ones. I just don't like males. Sorry. Let's see. Nussel says, Radagon did nothing wrong. Oh, no. That's Glow in the Dark says, Radagon did nothing wrong. Radagon is the antagonist of the entire game. A, he kills America. B, he starts killing off of Godfrey's lineage. B, he declares himself as the one true God. He's D, he's posing as America. What letter am I on? F? I don't know. I forget where I was. Redheaded male is just a gender. Well, true. The rare redhead goth. Oh, man. Come on. If there was a redheaded goth girl, bro, here's my wallet. You know what I'm saying? Take my credit card. Glow in the Dark says I can fix him. Nozzle says Radagon paves the way. He does. He paves the way for the world we live in, right? Though he did atrocious things, we all benefit from what he did. So you got to respect that. Got to respect the hustle. See, your Pharaoh, see, he's a dragon. Radagon's not a dragon, Pharaohs. Bro, he's not a dragon. Redheaded women, not Mastrote. Yes. Muy bien. Muy bien. How do you say redheaded women in Spanish? Rani is a furry. Yeah, get out of here with that mess. Randy's a redhead. Ain't no slander with Randy, man. And we ain't no. Mujer pelirroja. Yeah, see? I speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. Anyways. Arroz con pollo. I can understand Spanish, man. I just can't speak it. I can read it too, by the way. Why can I not speak it? It's because I rode the short bus. All right. Let's go see Turtle Pope. Like I said, I told Insight, Vivacious Insight, whatever, however you say his first part of his name. Redheados Womananos. That's nostril. German. That's German for redheaded women. I don't trust Ronnie at home with Blythe while I'm at work. Oh, damn, Slope. Yeah, they're a little bit too familiar. If your lady's got a male best friend, or even a male friend, we all, because as guys, we know the truth. Any guy out there knows the truth. Do I have to say this? I don't have to say it. We all, even if she has no intent, we know what the guy's thinking. I'm not going to say it. But we all know the truth. And also says, no, that's fluent Spanish. I think it's biblioteca. No, bibliothek is German. Base alert, says Glow. Yeah, I am base. You don't get 43 and divorced without learning some things, bro. Trust me, I've seen things. Autism. Shit. Austin says, I apologize. Austin says, to me, the outer gods are the bad guys, not America or Radagon. The outer gods are nefarious, yes. I would agree, but I would say if in the great course of history, or in right, what's affecting us at the present, right? What's right in front of us, what's going to kill us immediately is Radagon as a bad guy. Oh, Austin's 27 and divorced. What's up? Welcome to the party, bro. Welcome to the club. No, so good night, man. Oh, sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow. Nefeli Lou is also a good guy. Oh man, true. Okay. Nefeli Lou is, man. She is a good guy, but I don't like muscle mommies. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I don't like muscle mommies. She's got a little bit too many muscles. Outer Gods of Death and Rod and Bloodstar did nothing wrong, says Glow in the Dark. Man, Glow in the Dark's saying some blasphemous things. We're going to have to report him to the democracy officer. Jackal doesn't. Jackal, you like muscle mommies? No judgment. I mean, I got a couple friends that like them too. Let's see. Austin says, but Radagon tried to mend the Elden Ring. He tried to mend it for his own, not for the well-being of the world, but for his own sake. America broke it and sealed death. Radagon is basically a puppet. Radagon is a puppet at the end. I think he was killed because he got killed by the Elden Beast, and the Elden Beast inhabited him because he couldn't repair the Elden Ring. Austin says, without America, Radagon would just kept clapping Renella's full moon. Look, I haven't known Austin long. He might be from Texas, but he's spitting facts. That's a fact. The seduction of power. Radagon wanted power, to be honest. He's a narcissist. Mommies can never be too hard muscles, says Jackal. Let them squeeze you with their big hands, Jackal. So good. Oh, Austin's from Louisiana. Oh, never mind. I take everything back. He's French. He's part of that Louisiana purchase. How you be Austin from Louisiana? Man. The hell? I'm gonna give him an honorary Texas whatchamacallit pass. He's an honorary Texan just because his name's Austin. I said it because I'm from Texas. I'm born and raised here. I give it to you, Austin. You got the Texas pass. All right. Cayman says, Gostok does nothing evil and only hates an evil person. He tries to protect us and guide us and ends up serving us. No. Cayman, are you joking? Are you joking? Are you just trolling? Stone Cold Steve Austin, no lie. Oh wow, awesome. Can I get a hell yeah? Cayman, are you joking with your statement there? Gnostic did nothing. Gostock did nothing wrong. He tries to protect us and guide us, and ends up serving Nefeli Lou. Are you serious? Or are you joking? Because if you're serious, we're going to discuss some things. Glow in the Dark says, wait. Glow in the Dark says, Gostic is the pro. Man, I don't know what that word is, bro. Prolapse Tyriot? I don't know. Godric represents the capitalist class, maybe. Okay, Cayman is serious about his statement. Okay, all right, let's go through your statement and let me tear it down for you real quick. Right? Gossip does nothing wrong, does nothing evil, only hates an evil person. He who hates in their heart is evil. You can't trust an angry person. You can't trust someone who hates. And that's just a fact. Okay, your second part of your statement. He tries to protect us and guides us, right? Wrong. He guides us to our death so he can steal from us. Every time we die, we end up with less runes in our pocket. And if we kill him, we get those runes back. In the third part of your statement, he ends up serving Nefeli, right? Nefelilu, right? If we don't kill him, he will lead her to ruin. Okay, there you go, Cayman. And those are facts. FAX. You can take that to the fax machine and send it to Louisiana. Oh, Pharaoh said you got another one. Guy tries to lock you in a room. True. All right. So here is the person that I think was Vicious Insight or Metafactual. We were going to talk to this weasel, this turtle weasel. And then we're going to look at these arbiters. These arbiters that some believe is Radigan. But first, let's talk to the weasel. He's a good bank, though. It's nice to be able to store your... Slope's not wrong. He's damn. Damn, Slope. Why you gotta come with that logic? Damn. I can't say nothing against that. I have no counterpoint. All right, let's talk to this guy. I think Jackie the Mimic has said that the Pope here is a snake. And I don't remember if he meant figuratively or literally. Jack. Let's see if we can seance Jack just to answer this question. He's a crypto bro.
You're tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows? Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radagon and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
All right, hold on. All right, let's see. Pope says, because I store excess runes with smithing stones, but storing runes and souls is always a big thing. Glow in the Dark says, Turtle Pope is king and Radigan is Queen Mother Bay. Okay. Glow also says, you don't need to store runes if you don't die twice in a row back to back. Also, sacrificial twigs exist, but there's limited ones, aren't there? You can can you craft them? Yo, Feros, he says, those Radagon statues with the torch remind me of the statues of Bestial Sanctum. You know, the dragon ones. Bro, no. Look, if you're gonna think that every time there's a torch being held, it's a dragon, I mean that's you. If I hold a torch, I mean, does that make me a dragon? Does that make me a dragon, bro? It doesn't. It doesn't make me a dragon. I mean, look, I'm a dragon. No, it doesn't. I'm just saying. These people here are the arbiters of the Nox. They're the saints of the Nox. Right? Why are there so many of them? Because the arbiter brings peace at the cost of their life. Right? The arbiter. Yes, if you're thinking Halo 2, yes, that exactly. That's the inspiration for these statues. Because the arbiters, they are not just warriors, but they're symbols of faith. They also lead armies. So they inspire the light. They are the light of the faith. They have the sword because they defend the faith, and they have the book because they are the faithful. They preach the faith. Maybe I'm a dragon. Q Final Fantasy VIII music, says Jackal. Jackal's not wrong. He is a dragon. I've seen him. Let's see. Slope says a store runes blah. I store runes because I PvP. Running back every time after PvP is annoying. Man, don't even care about runes. You should stop leveling at level 200 and just never level again. This is why I don't go back for runes. I don't care about them, man. You can farm royal revenants for sacrifice. You can farm royal revenants for sacrificial twigs. Glow in the dark coming with facts. I didn't know that, man. I'm sorry, Cayman. I wasn't a dragon the whole time. Fuck. Now you know. So when I get 1,000 subscribers, I was going to do a face reveal, but now Cayman already revealed that I'm not a dragon. I might as well show my face. Another night. No, Pharaohs. I'm just bullshitting with you, man. I'm not serious. You can believe whatever you want, man. Your views and everything are valid, bro. Or as we say in 2026, I see you. I see you. No, I'm playing. Even though I disagree categorically. You know, I respect your theory there. I stay at 150. I just store runes and upgrading weapons mostly. Yeah, but true at 150 it's nice. It's a good meta level, but 200 is peak because at 200 you can start using more DLC stuff, higher DLC spells and stuff. It's I think 200 should be the new meta. 150 maybe base game, but if you have the DLC, 250 or not 250, 200. All right. All right. So if you Glow in the Dark, if you want the best OP build, I'm about to show you right here. Don't share this with anybody. This is just between me and you. Ready? All right, there it was. Make sure you go back and pause it. Let's see.
Was there something you needed? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction. In which case, I will share all that I know.
Cayman says, I'm level 777 according to my mom. Nice. We have prayer books? Oh, we don't have to give them nothing.
Do you possess any celestial dew? Then I would like concerning the miracle of this church of vows. Radagon once cleansed himself with celestial repented his territorial aggressions, and swore his love to Renala. The Order of the Erdtree and the Fate of the Moon were conjoined.
Fate of the
All
Moon.
wounds of war forgiven. This
Okay, there's two things:
This
Order of the
day,
Erdtree and
so
Fate of the
you
Moon.
need only follow Radagon's example to restore any bond.
Slub says 200 is a little too unrestricted. It's good for hybrid builds, but optimized strength for dex builds. But optimized strength or dex builds will be a little too overpowered. At 150, not everyone is bull goat armor, or 200 go to arena, a lot of goat. Well, I wouldn't say that. 200. I would agree anything past 200. 200 still allows you to have the 60 vigor and one maxed out stat, right? And then you can have your other stats be varied. Jackal Khan says, my girlfriend says I'm level 69. Damn, that's a good number, bro. 69, Jackal. Jackal be laying down pipe. I'll tell you what. That's why he's Khan. Khan? Khan? All right. Let's see. Shall we take the shortcut to... Let's go to Ronnie. Cayman says, oh. He says, yeah, I think it's better for a build to have some weaknesses. Level 200, you still have weaknesses. I'm just saying. Yeah, level 200. 200 is peak. At 200, my character has 58 vigor. Yeah. 20 stamina, 20 mind, 75 dexterity, 50 arcane, and 30 faith. All right, that's pretty good. All right, let's see. At 200, I have 60 vigor, 34 mind, endurance is 28, strength is 25, dexterity is 35, intelligence is 11, strength is 81, and arcane is 10. So yeah, I'm strictly a faith build with a minor in dexterity and strength. I can't wear heavy armor. I got to keep with the light shit. Faith boy. Hey. Because I believe in the Golden Order. I believe Mariko was the one true God, not Radagon when he started pretending to be Mariko. I believe. The truth is out there, y'all. What about the gods before Marika? What about them? No, I'll play. Since Are you talking about the outer gods, or are you talking about other gods before America? You know, other Elden Lord gods? Because if you're talking about Elden Lord gods, we don't know anything about them, so we can't really say anything, right? Heresy. So it's treason then. Sounds like it. We know that what's his name, Fulgor from Nightbrain, had gods that lived in lightning or in the sound of thunder or something like that. There's those gods. There's the outer gods. There's the what other gods? Man, there's a lot of gods. I think the Scarlet Rock god is the outer god. There's the fell god. Well, I mean, which fell god? There's the fell gods, in my opinion. Because there's, I think the yeah, but I know what you mean. I think that's an outer god, wouldn't you say? Cardinal Sin is talking about gods besides America. The first Cardinal Sin. Damn. Because, you know, because when, I'm not sure if you were there when we were discussing it with Nostal, but we were discussing the vocabulary used in the descriptions for Fell God, right? Between it being a title and a descriptive term. Cayman says the first card. Oh wait. Glow in the Dark says the first Cardinal Sin is talking about America, about gods besides America. I think that's. I would agree. He says that, and Cayman says Cardinal Sin is talking about Fight Club. Jackal also says if you're using fire and you believe in America, then is it America's fire you're using? Her flame of ambition. That is a good question. It depends. If you're, let's see. Well, okay, so this is going to be a complicated answer. But I'll try to break it down. I'll try to make sense of it because I think it is a complicated answer. All right, let's see. If you're using like the horn scent, if the symbol comes up like that, that fire is originating from a fell god, right? That means that source of power is there, that you have to have faith in it. In game, right? Your character in the reality would have to have faith in that, right? It would have to have faith in Mikla to cast this spell. That's what those symbols represent, the faith in that item. Outside of game, in a meta sense, it doesn't mean anything. It's just an indicator of what spell category you're using, right? But I believe in reality, in Elden Earth reality, you would have to have faith in that incantation, in that god, to be able to cast that stuff. And that's why it has that sigil there. But that's my interpretation of that. It really has to do, yeah, that's it. Cayman says there's a lot of different fires. That's true. Glow in the Dark also says fire is just a vibe in Elden Ring. It is a vehicle for magical, divine energy, I would say. The color of the fire depends on your vibe, perhaps.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old Kozo here, perhaps you.
Please take care.
When I'm absorbed, if you come to, I am after to.
All right, let's go to Ronnie. We don't even talk to this old man. Yeah, let's use the Smith's grip daggers. But does that make sense? My answer, Jackal? Let me know. Yay. Tra-la-la. My ding ding dong. Hey, look, these are the same little girls that we find in Castle, the Shadow Keep, Shadow Castle, the Veiled Castle, Shaded Castle. Before we go, Gostok did nothing wrong, and you made up reasons to be mad at him. You don't have to be perfect to be good, and he never does anything wrong. Cayman, you have the right to believe what you want. And have a good night, man. Be safe out there. Jackal says, EG is different material. And yes, the answer is suffices, though I think we should have a discussion about stats. Oh, clearly that's a good, okay. Ooh, stats. That's a good, ooh, let me know. We can have it in person, or we can discuss it on Saturday. Welcome back, Yorth Mind. He says, was that little Gunther I was hearing? What? Oh, I don't know. Maybe? I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. I'm old. Anyways, let's see. I'm in trouble. Oop, wrong person. Finally, these things finally come in use. Wow. Wow. Really? Really? Come on. Oh, the tra-la-la. All right, ding ding dong. Wow, this feels mean. It's mean. Let's see. There is a... I know there's a talisman to make these stronger. There we are. Jackal said that EG's diff material. you can't really see his face, man, unless you like the dad bod. But who likes dad bod for real though? For real though, nobody. Ooh, you missed. Oh, you know what? I think I saw this and also in a short where you can summon Latenna and she'll ride the wolves up here. Where is Latenna? Wait, did I lose her? No, there she is. Dad Bob to most women in Chris. Oh, Dad Bod to most women is Chris Pratt. That fool's ripped. Well, I don't know. He probably let himself go now that he's not in movies. But soon as he's in another movie, he'll start taking Ozempic and start working out 8 hours a day because he's rich. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I wish I was rich. I'd work out 8 hours a day and take Ozempic. I'd be like, ding. Give me the Chris Pratt dad bod any day. He's ripped in movies, but that's what women think a dad bod. Think is a dad bod. A wide body, muscular build, not some chubby guy. True. Jackal. Jackal says, dad bods are making a comeback. But you have to see the chat to understand. Jackal's clever. Maybe perhaps too clever. Dang, I wish these... I hate that these have like no range. All right, let's go. Come on. Jump on it, Latenna. Oh, she got on it. There she goes. Dang, I used the wrong spell. Don't shoot your own. Don't shoot the steed, Latenna. Did she shoot her own mount? Wow. She's got issues, bro. Tell me you're for the streets without telling me you're for the streets. Can I bring another one up here? Oh no, she disappeared. Man. Didn't know the troll had a frost attack. It's fun to have invasions while you're stuck there. Those stairs were just... Blah. Slope says, those stairs you were just on, I've been glitched inside them too many times. Oh, you know what? I've seen people in those stairs before. Glow in the Dark says, Lieutenant got mogged troll W. There's a... Okay, Slope says, here's a question. I was thinking about today, what is intellect in Elden Ring, really? What is intellect in Elden Ring? Let's see. Explanation. Intellect. Attribute required to perform glintstone sorceries. Also boosts magic power of intelligence scaling sorceries and improves magic resistance. All right, so intelligence, I guess that's what you mean. From just a description, intelligence isn't based off what you know. It's the belief in glintstone. That's it. It's the belief in the primordial current. Is that what it's called? Primeval current. It's more of a belief system, and I guess that's why Emir says there's no difference. That's why, what's his name? Thops had discovered that there's no difference between faith and intelligence because they're both a belief system, right? Intelligence, actual intelligence, like Glow in the Dark says, big brain, right? Intelligence that you get from, not from universities or colleges, but intelligence that you get from life. You get that stuff. Real intelligence is something that you're born with. Knowledge, not belief. Is that what it says? It says knowledge. Let me double check. I could have remembered it wrong already. I am short bust. Let's see. Attribute required to perform glintstone sorceries. It boosts magic power of intelligence scaling sorceries and improves magic resistance. Okay. Attributes. Let's see what faith says. Attribute required to perform skills. Also boosts magic power of faith scaling incantations. Also affects, well, there you go. Also affects holy defense, vitality, and certain sorceries and incantation. I would say that, yeah, it's the difference between knowledge and belief, right? I think intelligence, faith, and arcane are belief systems, and knowledge is something else. So I agree with Jackal. Right. And there's some sorceries that don't require intellect. They require faith, right? And then there's some faith spells that don't require faith. They require intellect. And the thing is that the Golden Order, before it collapsed, was treading the path of both intellect and faith-based spells, right? So they were discovering the truth. And for whatever reason, well, for the collapse of the world, it was never really, they couldn't go any further with it, right? But they were on the right path, as we see. Emir would have agreed with the Golden Order belief system. Slope says, He says, I would call it study more than believe. Each fundamentalist in America had to study the Golden Order through obvious faith is belief despite studying. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm not. Can you make that a little bit clearer, Slope? I'm not sure I understand completely, but I don't think that they're really it. Blah. Slope says, I don't think that it's really either. He says, and Golden Order incantations require faith and intellect. Jackal says, I can definitely talk about it tomorrow. Yes, I would love to talk about it tomorrow. Slope also says, I think there might be something more than belief or knowledge or anything. Well, I agree. Before I read your next statement, I would agree because arcane also is like the belief in oneself, your willpower, right? It's what's inside you. Let's see. Slope also says, because where I'm coming from is why did the greater will really grant intelligence to the bees, for example? Is it so they could worship or create or war? Well, I would say that now this is going to be controversial, Slope. And anybody that watches this in the future is going to, that if they're a greater will worshiper, they'll be mad at this. But I think when the statements say that the greater will gave the finger of intelligence to the beast, I think that's more of like a statement of faith. It's more like a prayer. It's something that you say in a religious terms, kind of like Adam and Eve were the first humans, right? Like Genesis, right? Genesis chapter 1 and Genesis chapter 2, it's two different things, too, right? But if you look at science says, hey, Genesis can't be 100% accurate, right? So I think what we're seeing is a conflict between what is, right, what is said and believed and what actually was. And I think what actually was that the bees grew into their intelligence and stuff like that. And what is the faith is that God, quotes, greater will, gave them intelligence, right? That's the way I see it. But don't be mad at me. Don't come at me. I believe in God. But I see things for the way I see things. I mean, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. I could be wrong. All right, let's see. We're going to use, oh, you know what? Let's use this. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to power up. Then we're going to put a debuff on her. Did it hit? It missed. Oh, it got her. All right, she's kicking our ass. Damn. I may not even get the chance to kill her. Damn, woman. All right. That's how we do it. All right, let's see. Slope says we can say that the fingers were given a hold prayer, but we could also say that we were given fingers to war and create the crucible or something else entirely. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I see Slope. Glow in the Dark says hot take. Golden Order totality, Jester, is the dab of the lands between. I think you're right, Dab. I mean, Glow. Rattle says, hi, I'm back. I had to poop. What are we talking about? We're talking about what? I hope everything came out smooth, man. I hope there wasn't a lot of paperwork. We're talking about what is this? What was the question, y'all? What was the question? Who had the question? Was it Jackal? Oh, Jackal's question was, what's the difference between intelligence? What really is intelligence? Slope says would like to blah. More would be like math or for example. Let's see. Slope like spirit calculus. Rado says, well, by poop I mean publish. Oh, you published a video? All right, y'all. Make sure before you go to bed tonight, go see Sierra's Moonlight's new video on YouTube. But remember, after the stream, sunset _ Jackal will be streaming, aka Jackal Khan on YouTube. He'll be streaming. So we got a busy night ahead of us before we go to work and go to work tomorrow. Let's see. Slope says, or Golden Order Principalia, gravity math. Bro, don't even get me started on math, man. I studied trigonometry on YouTube 2 days ago. I didn't understand a thing. Let's see. Rattle says, or the ability to do so. Rattle also says, whereas incantations call upon a facet or attribute of a higher power, both require focus. Glow in the Dark says, I think arcane is the knowledge or connection to occult things like outer gods and the arcane talismans. Interesting. Rattle says, don't, it's BA. Rattle also says, bad. Rattle also says, but I'm learning. Let me teach you something, Rattle. The difference, what is arcane? If we can all come to an understanding what arcane is, we as a collective, as the Inquisition, if you're part of the Inquisition, the Golden Inquisition, but we as a lore community would understand more what faith and intelligence is. Arcane is the key to that. It's kind of like vigor is the key to strength and dexterity, right? Because vigor is your life, is your body. And what does the body produce? Strength, endurance, and dexterity. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I retract everything I said. Rados was talking about his video. Glow in the Dark, power to you, man. Rados says, I meant my video is bad. Arcane is unseen energy, source, and presence. Okay. I would say, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I would say that arcane is the belief in thyself. D-Y, thyself. Yeah, D-Y-F-A-L-F. Thyself. That's how you say it in Victorian language. We're trying to get to Ronnie. We got 9 minutes to get to Ronnie. We got 8 minutes to get to Ronnie. We got to see. We got to go look at those forearms of Renna. Oh, geez. We're going to have to fight this guy. All right. Let's see. Who better to fight a dragon than a dragon herself? You're in my way of my woman. I mean, don't tell Nostel. Ooh, you dead. Can I kill him? Can I kill him? No, you bum. Rattle says, all things in Elden Ring are arcane. Greater will is in power. So that is holy. Interesting. Slope says, that's why I'm into the lore for now and not arcane yet. That's why I'm into... Oh, wait. I'm reading this wrong. My eyes are old. He said, that's why I'm into intellect lore for now and not arcane. Well, I think arcane will it'll change your mind. It'll change the way you see things because Rattle, thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it. He says, thank you for the shout out. Always appreciate it, bro. Let me like your super chat there, bro. I appreciate it, homie. You're a good guy. You're a good guy. Let's see. He also says, thank you for having a place for us. You're gonna get me in the feels, bro. No, I'm fine. You know what? You're welcome. And you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome, bro. Thank you for talking with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than the super chats. Your Pharaoh says he's pregnant. Your Pharaoh is pregnant. Thank you, Your Pharaoh. I'm glad you let us know. I think that's a pregnant emoji, I think. Congratulations. Your Pharaoh says thank you. Yeah, bro. I'm happy for you. Future Empyrean's on the way, says Rattle. Yes. Name one after me. Prince Lorien. You can just call him Lorien or Prince. I met a guy named Prince. His real name was Prince. I was like, what? I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. His birth name, Prince. I was like, man, that's a badass name. You're one badass motherfucker. All right, here we go. Let's talk to... Look how cute she is. Or let me restate what I just said. Look how cute Renna is. Can we see what... Ronnie had a little pug nose. Ronnie was cute too. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. Like mother, like daughter, I would say. Lore video coming out on that one day. The driver's license aura with that name. Yeah, for real, man. I was like, man, dude. Yeah, and you know what? Let me tell you something about this Prince guy. All right, so he could solve a Rubik's cube in like a minute or less, in like seconds, 30 seconds or less. I'll say 30 seconds. Because I remember timing him, and I would take the Rubik's cube and I would mix it up. And I remember sitting at my dinner table. This is back when I was married. I'm like, bro, here, do this. And he'd sit there, and I'm like, I'm gonna time it. And he go, click, and he and be done. Dude was like an idiot servant. Yeah. Glow in the Dark says, Melina and Ronnie are my waifus. Man, I really want to love Ronnie. She's that girl that you don't take home to your mother. You just take her to the house. She's the one that you don't want to fall asleep next to. After a hot night, you just send her on her way because she's going to kill you. She's the one that finds you on Facebook and on Instagram when you gave her a fake name. That's Ranny. She's the fun one, the exciting one. She's a super freak, super freak, super freak. I mean, Rattle says, those are for those that think Ronnie has two heads. The spirit is showing the doll is inhabited because they blink at the same time. What? For those that think Ronnie has two heads, the spirit is showing the doll is habited because they blink at the same time. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you're saying. Who thinks that Ronnie has two heads? Who thinks that? Idiots. Rattle also says that was Rattle, by the way. I'm just reading. I'm reading the chat. No, I call them idiots though. Let's see. Ronnie and the doll are mine. Ooh, Rattle's getting alpha over here. He's laying claim to his female. You're gonna have to fight Nostal over him or her. Rattle says Rhea is close second. You can keep. I love Rhea though, even though she's a deceiver. Letta number one though. Letta and Millicent. Ronnie is what is called bad and bougie. Oh, I've never heard that. Jackal can relate. He can't relate. Ronnie is iconic. Jackal, you never been stalked? All right, let me introduce you to somebody. Slope says, yeah, so Arcane is Japanese. Oh, okay. So Arcane in Japanese is called Shimpi. Oh, don't start with Shimpi. You're going to get Rattle started on Shimpi. Let's see. Glow in the Dark says Rhea was negative aura. Raya has negative aura and bad posture. Well, yeah, because she's playing you for the fool, bro. She's actually a snake. Literally, not just figuratively. Slope also says so decent enough Lovecraftian implications. Yep. Oh, you can see her eye. Oh, dang it. Let's zoom in. Look at her eye. Oh, never mind. Interesting. Oh, she's married there. Who was Rena married to? If this doll is shaped after Rena, Rena was married. Who was her husband? Damn it. Who was Rena married to? It's a blue stone. A glint stone. Wait. Right? That's the right hand? Yeah, it's the right hand. Because that's the same. Interesting. Who was Rena married to? Ronnie, Melanie, Margaret, easily. Y'all need to lay off Raya, Battle says. Her honor will be defended. Oh, shit. Fighting words. Wait, does she look down when we look down? Does she look up when we look up? Oh shit. Fair. Oh, we're about to have a war. We're about to have a war. All right, y'all. Y'all gotta take it easy. It's 9 o'clock. We got the Ranny. Sweet Ranny. Look at her face before we go and have fun. She got a neck tattoo. That's my name on her neck, by the way. Golden Inquisitor. That's right. She got her tattoo of me on her. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to live with that. Have at the villain. Oh, it interesting. You think they're cracks? She's not on crack, bro. That is the language of the two fingers. Most likely cracks, though. All right, everybody, let's call it a night. We got videos to see and other streams to see. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Sunset _ Jackal on Twitch will be streaming shortly. I believe tonight. But also remember, he's also on YouTube. He hasn't started streaming on YouTube yet. He has a video on YouTube though. It's pretty good. But also remember, Serious Moonlight has a new video out. Serious Moonlight. Sunset _ Jackal. Sunstorm. Shit, man. I can't wait till you get on YouTube because it's easier to remember Jackal Khan. Sunstorm _ Jackal. Sorry. I apologize, sir. And don't forget to go see Serious Moon. Oh.